I know my hair is a bit messy, but that's besides the point. Today is a great day, and we're going to make um, a new video. So, what I want to talk about is resilience and fighting, and there's a reason why I decided on this topic for today. It's because I need to remind myself that it's important that I fight when life gets tough, and to remind myself that deep down I am a resilient person from all the obstacles that I faced growing up, all the setbacks that I've experienced. I realized that it was very rare that I gave up, and what I really like about myself is I just kept fighting. No matter how scared I was, no matter how sad or uh, you know, I just kept fighting, and that's something that I need to remind myself that I need to. It's important that I look back at these moments and I think of how strong of a person that I am, that I still am, even if some days I just don't feel like it. I know deep down that I'm a hard worker, but something that I've been struggling with recently is the fighting spirit. And I feel like that fighting spirit is important because in life we're going to face a lot of troubles, but what matters is not those troubles, those events, but how you respond to those events. Because whether you like it or not, life will be full of shit. Life will hit you back and it will test you. God will test you. But God just doesn't give you challenges that He doesn't believe you can fight against. But it's through these challenges that you get to know who you truly are, and you have the choice between giving up or showing yourself how much of a fighter you are and how much you want to fight to keep your goals open. I think one thing that keeps me going through these times of shit is just remembering my goals, my ambitions, and my aspirations, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I want to talk about that. So, the reason why I'm fighting so hard in med school, why I'm fighting so hard to build this character of mine, is because one of my goals is to become a great father one day. A great father that inspires his kids, and not just being a great father, but also being a great husband, being an amazing person to my loving wife, my loving future wife in the future. Also inspiring others through my actions. I want to teach people, I want to show people how far I came from such a scrawny little boy to someone who's just inspirational and love what he's doing and strives to become a better person every day. So it's also that becoming a great person, becoming a good doctor that heals many patients, and being a great friend, someone who's always there for his friends, someone who's reliant, someone who's kind of someone you rely on, and someone you know that truly cares about you, and someone that will fight for you. I think just remembering those aspirations and my goals and who I want to be, I think that's really what pushes me forward through all the shit. And yes, recently I've been struggling a lot with validation. And I realized a lot of that validation stems from insecurity, from thinking about how other people think about me. And I found a solution, which is just put more time and effort into myself, kind of like fighting for the person I want to be, and also just remembering my goals, my aspirations that I talked to you, and just keep working on that. Don't make excuses, because excuses sometimes they stem from fear, and also it's an indication of giving up. So don't make excuses, but work on yourself even more. Use it as motivation that yes, this challenge is this test to me, but I can overcome this challenge. life has been pushing me down. That's what I feel personally. But I feel like there's something phenomenal and almost magical when you fight back against these struggles. Because I truly believe that God doesn't just give me these struggles just to poke fun at me. Of course not. Why would God do that? Looking back at my life, I realized that God has given me these struggles because He believes that I can get through it. And even more so, I can gain something through these struggles. Without me going through shit growing up, I don't think I'd be able to look back and look at how special I was, look at how hardworking I was. So yes, I believe that through times of struggle, that's when God tests you and gives you opportunity for yourself to grow. Because in times of struggle, you're forced to change. And there's two things that could happen. You could give up and not change, or you could change and develop your character. And yes, I know it's easier said than done. And in the moment, it might not feel like, oh, I'm going to become a good person after this. Like, you're definitely going to be thinking of the shit you're going through. But I truly believe that, and that's something that I'm going through right now. I'm going through a bit of shit. When you look back at these moments, I truly believe that if you fought, you're going to be like, that was a good experience. Maybe not at the moment, but looking back, I'm really proud of how I handled that situation. And yes, one of my goals, like I mentioned, was being inspirational, to inspire a new generation as well as like my future kids. And so I feel like when I fight towards a goal, I feel like that's something that I can use or that I can teach people in the future, because I believe in what I'm doing is truly inspiring. I know that's kind of egotistical, but I want to be someone who can overcome each obstacle and grow even from each of the obstacles that he faces. And yes, we don't see these setbacks as things that set us back, but things that like keep us from moving forward. But we see this as signs of how much we truly believe in ourselves and how much we truly want to achieve this goal. I look back at my life, at all the setbacks I've experienced, and if anything, these setbacks made me a stronger and better person. And I was truly proud of myself. I still am very, very proud when I look back. I believe when I'm in my deathbed, there will be little things I'll be thinking about, but yet these things will be the most important. I won't think about the amount of money I've accumulated, how much better I was than the person next to me, how good of the grades I got, and how much wealth I've accumulated compared to my friends. No, I believe I'll be thinking about family, how I fought for them, how no matter how hard it was, I fought to live a meaningful life. And that I went through heartbreak, struggle, sadness, failure, but I never gave up. And I also felt beautiful things such as love, connection, and lots of meaning. And that no matter what, I never stopped believing that I could become a great and kind individual. And that when life was against me, I was able to overcome my obstacles and achieve my goals. And my goals, such as, I'm going to repeat it again, goals of being a good doctor that helped a lot of people, a great father to my children, and one that they can look up to, an amazing husband who loves his wife and family so much, and a great friend who when people are going through shit, they come to, and they know that you will fight for them. They know that I will fight for them. And most of all, most importantly, someone who truly knew their worth and how special they were. That's my goal. And just focusing on that goal, focusing on the reason I fight so hard, that gives my life so much meaning, and that gives struggle meaning. And when I add meaning to my struggle, I feel like I'm able to overcome it no matter what. Thank you.